Hey, yo, everybody, and welcome back to War in the East. As we, what happened to our recon mission up here? We had a recon mission up here. Okay, we gotta set up one real quick. Nope, that's too little. As we are in turn number 8, and it's time for some aircraft here to fly. As we have an interesting situation on the Eastern Front now. So Kiev is nearly fully surrounded. We potentially can charge it this turn. I will, but I consider dealing with this, surrounding it, and then dealing with it next turn. We are easily getting into Nikolaev. They have given up the defensive line there once more. But in the north, an annoying tank division has actually charged into us, our rear here, and has cut us off here. They are not strong enough to withhold us from reinforcing there, so it's not a full encirclement. But we gotta be careful here. In the north, they tried to charge here, so the addition of this division here, absolutely worthwhile. Tallinn hopefully will fall this turn. So the goals for this turn, getting onto Tallinn, surrounding Kiev, pushing on towards Dnepropetrovsk, taking, or at least getting in front of Kherson, maybe even taking Kherson. And then over here, they have left the battlefield as well. We hope we can take Bryansk this turn. We gotta see how strong that is. They also have retreated slightly over here. With only light forces, it seems, around us. So, with that said, let's execute the airface. And let's see how this goes. This could be quite interesting. Let's go. Okay. A good amount of sorties this time. On the Soviet side as well. Interesting. The first time that we have actual opposition here. In the air. Our aircraft flying their recon mission. We finally have a good amount of mission again flown fast as well, though. As our airfields finally get closer to the front line. Well, let's turn them off. Let's turn off the rail. And let's have a look on the situation in Army Group North. So, Tallinn is in reach. And we potentially can take it this turn. 51, 51 to 52. And we get it. Okay. That is fantastic. We pushed him out of there. That's even better. That means they can't get out there with naval systems. Really? They're supposedly still really strong outside. I highly doubt that. Yeah, they are not. Let's do a follow-up attack here. Okay. And then hopefully this unit can move on to Tallinn. Yes, we can. So we take Tallinn. That's another good amount of victory points. And we have them in this corner now. Just gotta see that they don't become super annoying there. There's potential for that. Over here, we for now smash that unit. Oh, heavy air combat. Yeah, we didn't want to cross here. So what we're gonna do, put these in these axes, and then we start to Move you back around. That motorized division is supposed to be over here. Kind of want to threaten the enemy from the south here. We also want to eventually take Godov. Okay. Easy. Easy. Also, if you have a look, I always forget. Yeah, we have had great success last turn. The Soviets lost 3,400 planes somehow. I'm not quite sure what happened with those. If they just crashed in their I-15s, but yeah, 3,400 planes supposedly lost for the Soviets. 500 tanks to 11 for us, like difference on the battlefield. In guns, we got 217 guns in the sum on the battlefield. They lost 900. We got 15,000 men more on the battlefield, and they lost 46,000, even with the reinforcements coming in. Reinforcement-wise, we got the Italians now on the battlefield. That's the reason why we have more guns. And we have to figure out what to do with the Italians. The Italians have arrived down here. The first Italian Expeditionary Corps under Giovanni Messe. And 2 divisions of infantry and 1 cavalry division, which has some L6 light tanks with a 20mm autocannon of Steel Division fame. And oh, I thought we could move them up here. We can't move them north. Thought we could move them north. I really thought I could move them north. Turns out we can't. Thought we could have them participate in Operation for Smolensk. And I really wish I could put them under Army Group North, but I guess we can't. Okay, so then they will have to operate around Sevastopol. I really thought we could move those north, but it seems like no allies. No allies of the... no minor Axis nations are allowed up there. Okay, supposedly rather weak here. Let's break them. Oh! Okay, yeah, that was not so strong, and that was a lot of casualties for them. Okay, over here we captured Depot. That is good. The enemy turn was the one success they had was this here, where we will have to adjust in our movement to get the surrounded units free, which we will do in a second. Luckily, supply situation on the front was rather decent, so they should not be able to break through too far. And we should be able to get these guys out of here, but that's obviously not fantastic. Outside of that, they retreated a bit over here, created new defensive lines. They retreated a good bit over here, so they give us the salient for free. Kiev is nearly fully surrounded. I feel like they might have tried to... No, they didn't get any units out of there. So we will be able to surround it this turn fully, and then take care of that. Down here, they have a new defensive line around Kremenchuk. They retreated out of Nikolaev completely. So yeah, he's still on the run. And he's still avoiding any major fights. Which is highly frustrating, but something we can live with for now. Okay, these units are a good bit stronger. So yeah, we have to avoid being surrounded up here. Retreat a bit. Put this one up. And go for defensive positions. Okay. Oh yeah, so he has way more forces than we do in the north. I thought we could bring in the Italians. I really thought we could bring in the Italians this turn. Okay. That is a bit sad. But we get divisions. We get a good couple of Italian reinforcements. Army Group North, I guess we will have to send some the next infantry division we get up here. Okay, we break that. We break those guys here. And we can break them from the other side and crack it open. Yep. So they really tried to surround us. We are pushing them around. Should have done this attack first. This is not great. So yeah, we are weakening their forces here and getting our units free again. Supposedly rather strong. This one not so much. Well, I feel like we should push on here for a bit. I mean, yeah, it's the question who is surrounded with whom, right? And push these guys all back so that he can't just do it again. Like, yeah, he's using his cavalry units quite heavily against us. Have to repair our rail up to this point. And then down from Veliky towards Vitebsk. Here. Repair the rail down this way. And this rail repair unit moves on this way. Southern route? Yeah, the southern route. And then you guys finish connection here. And we have a relatively decent railroad connection already. It can go up to Vitebsk. We have these to the side as well that then can help out each other. This one has to stay up here. This one will now, after Veliky make this cross line, or this cross line first, I guess. Yeah, this one first. Then work up here to get the supply lines going up here. We have decent rail up here all the way. So yeah, this is good. Supply situation. Yeah, as all of these guys were cut off, this supply hub here didn't work much yet. But Veliky should be able to work a bit next turn. But still needs some fixing. Our repair units here do their job in the rear as well, helping out a bit, but not doing super much yet. And yeah, we freed our army group north's southern flank now, which is good. That's rather strong. Yeah, this flank of ours is looking interesting. Interesting that he has such strong forces up here on the road to Rojhev. But I guess he tries to avoid total defeat still. I'm not sure. Because he seems to block Rojhev more than Vyazma, even though Vyazma is the more important town in general. Like, Rojhev is... I don't know why Vyazma doesn't bring any victory points, but Rojhev does. Like, Vyazma is a bigger town. And Vyazma also has a way better rail hub. Like, Rojhev has one minor rail line going through. Vyazma has a major rail, highway, and three minor rails going out of it. Like, it's... There's only one direction where there is no rail going out of Vyazma. And it's out of the highway junction here, so... I don't know. It just seems a bit weird. This one goes north. The headquarters has to follow. Okay, our tanks that last turn didn't break through. They got a bit of reinforcements, actually. Okay, good to see. Yeah, both got some slight reinforcements. Gotta see how it goes up here. This is the hex we want to break through. This is rather trash as it's across a river. It's also into light forest. Better than the swamps. Oh yeah, no, but that looks so much better. Okay, heavy battle. Really heavy battle, but our air support is back again. Our airfields here, not the best supply situation, but they're getting better. And they allow for air support with fighters. And that means that our air battles currently are going rather well in that regard then. We break through here. Yeah, it's going well. This this infantry division is the next one to make an attack here against his cavalry forces. Push them back. This one moves in here. We could potentially create a small cauldron over here. I mean, small pockets better than no pockets. We could pocket this. We could try to strike one bigger. We still have a bit of time. Let's try to strike one bigger. Yeah, that worked out. These two. The core. Okay, this tank division... Oh no, this tank division can't go there. Okay, then this tank division just charges through here. Good. Potential for success. of pocketing all of this. Can you move in there? Yes, you can. Could even potentially attack there. And then you move in here. And then we have a pocket of a good couple of divisions. And we will then attack next turn. You can march on here. You can march up there. Okay, these are rather strong. All of these are supposedly rather strong. Okay. Up to that hub. Huh. 42. Is it really that strong? This is supposedly rather weak, but it's across a river. Oh, we only attacked with one. No, that was not the plan. No. Okay. Here's a defensive line here now where we need to be a bit more careful with our attacks. You protect our headquarters over here. Okay, we have a small pocket again. It's nothing major, but 3 divisions, 4 divisions pocketed. I mean, yeah, it's the best we had in a while here. The best we had since Smolensk, up in the north. Well, up in Army Group Center. Every time we can achieve something like that, it's really good. I hope they can't strike this tank division hard enough next turn. Or wait, can we move one of this tank division needs to move there. Otherwise, that mechanized, motorized division would have been potentially a weak spot. Meanwhile, you can move on here. Move down there. And you two strike. Okay, he has relatively strong defenses here now. Well, that's to be expected. We are Army Group Center with less tanks than usual. So, yeah. We shouldn't be surprised about it. Yes, a lot of our tanks are currently going here. And he can run faster than we can follow at the moment. Which is obviously not great. But yeah, these guys build the rail up here, then build it down, build it back here. So we get some supplies. Kirishnev doesn't have a rail. I guess. No. Airbase wise. And Smolensk obviously. How's the airbase looking at Smolensk? We don't know. But we could expand it. I feel like we might be here for a while. Should assign some structure battalions here. still have... How is Riga looking? We still have to repair rail yards here. Frustrating. Wait, do we have a... No, we don't have a fully constructed rail going through it up there. Okay. You did your job down there. Where do we send you next? Guess you could follow, build this up. Then build from here up to Smolensk North again. Yeah. That's your job. Get this rail network going. And then here. What divisions pushing onto Bryansk? Got him. Got him. Okay, we don't need air support here for these attacks. They need air support though, but that still doesn't help. Okay. Push them out of the way here. Moving through the swamps doesn't really help. Okay, we have those reattached. Guys can move through there. Vision. These guys are here to move on to Chernigov. Through Chernobyl from the other side. Second army. Okay. We have a bit of a gap down here. But there's just nobody here. There's just really nobody here. So we can leave this gap open for a turn. And hopefully close it next turn. In the meantime, we can march on to Bryansk. Okay. Good. Let's check out how many units there are in Bryansk. We push them back here. Nice howitzers come to support. .48. And the side defenses are... What's the terrain? Encircling Bryansk is not really an option. That's what we're gonna try with Orel and Kursk. As those have good surrounding area. Like the rivers in Kursk are annoying, but Bryansk is too dug in the surrounding area. The ground is clear, but it's around swamp and forests. We gotta do a head-on charge there, I guess. But our armored divisions by now have less striking power than our infantry divisions. Like, if you remember, they started with striking force of like 31. Now they are down to like 8. And something like that. Like, the strike power of our tank divisions really has been decimated. How much do we need? 48. Get another 9. Come on, guys. Okay. Yeah. Not that many casualties inflicted. And the defenders behind it are actually not that weak. Okay. What division moves down south? And then we might need to give these guys a bit of rest. For once. You split up. And we hold the front line for now. And we keep on pushing. Over here. Held. Okay. Didn't. Clearing a crossing over the river, but we can't get there. Yeah, like if we have everything combined, I guess we could take it this turn. But I don't think that's wise. We don't need the victory points too badly, especially now that we took Tallinn that easily. Having it surrounded, I feel, is a wiser choice. Taking it next turn. Even though that means our rail repair unit went into the wrong direction. Yep. Can you build? No, you're not a railway station. You're railway. None of you is a railway station. You are a railway station, but you're not that much better. And you're damaged. Okay. Can move on with some of these units already. Move these divisions. Do the job. Nice. Yeah, we should be able to take this next turn. When it should be also already weakened a bit, good bit. And then none of these guys will escape. Which will be a major success. Oh, we have this armored division here. Rest Corps, nice. 6 Panthers around. Relatively low on fuel and ammunition and supply. That should change next turn. And then these guys should be relatively combat ready. The supply situation down here relatively decent now. A lot of supply comes out of Fastov already. And a lot of stuff comes out of Odessa. We now have rail up here. Real closer to the front line with the Romanians here. 4 hexes a turn. Takes us a while. And this is going to be interesting down here in the south. Where is the enemy? Another AA battery of theirs does surrender. Did they really retreat all the way to Kharkov? To Kherson? Did they retreat over the river there? What happened here? I mean, seemingly they did. There should be something over here, right? Yes. Oh, yeah. Those guys are actually rather strong. Yeah, the river crossing should be easier. Novi Bug. We are not quite in range to strike south and try to pocket units. Like, he's really keeping a good distance from our tank units so that they can't strike and then surround. Like, they can't move, attack, move. They can only attack, move, or move, attack. Usually. So he's doing a good job in that regard. But yeah, the terrain we get is really good for us down here in the south. And in the north, as I said, we have the terrain we want. We now have a defensive line here. We have taken Tallinn. All victory points here have been collected even in relatively good fashion, especially Tallinn. Yeah. Orel will be interesting. We can't strike here. This tank division is still looking rather hot. 4th Panzer in a relatively fit shape. Panzer's Division 9044 aim. Guess you can just move up there, right? You will move up to your unit up there. We're getting this around here prepared. Up here, slowly. This will be a slow fight anyways now. This worked out. Jagutin. How far east are they here now? Seems like they're rather far east here now as well. Can't strike that. I could potentially cut from the south here, but not really worthwhile. Kursk. Yeah, moving here forward of 6th Army. And yes, the 17th Army should more focus towards south than towards the east currently. Like the goal of 17th Army is then to stand here on the Donetsk up to Krakow, whilst the 6th Army is supposed to check between Krakow and like maybe a bit south as well, maybe a bit north, like Belgorod. Whilst 2nd Army, together with parts of 4th Army, is Kursk. 4th Army plus 2nd Panzer Corps, Orel, Kursk, Voronezh. Here, and then here, yeah, between Rzhev, Orel, we have 2nd Panzer, 3rd Panzer, and 9th Army. Then Brezhnev and North, 16th Army, and 1st Panzer Group, 4th Panzer Group. Then Pskov, Nava is territory of 18th Army. And down here, Romanians. And down south, it's 11th Army plus 1st Panzer Corps. Or Krasnodar and Maikop. So, yeah. Interesting. Interesting, Chad. What do you think so far of the successes? This is actually strikeable. Ooh. Well, so far we don't have the 100,000, but that's because we did a pocket instead of just clashing people. We don't have many tanks this turn destroyed. $1.4 million people taken out, half of them being captured. Good. Yeah, 500 tanks, not bad. But let's see what we can do with Army Group South. I mean, we have Kiev pocket, we have a pocket in the north, so that's why we don't have that many casualties inflicted this turn. We should have a lot of casualties inflicted next turn again. Most of the tanks destroyed once more are T-26s and a lot of BT-7s especially. Soon those numbers should go stop down. A couple of BT-2s still. Those are completely useless, obviously. KB1s, 36 this time. That's good. Like, that's... No T-34s destroyed this turn. Oh no, 8 T-34 destroyed this turn. 1940 models. 1 KV2. But yeah, there's not that many. Like, hey, having 285 KV1s destroyed and 800 T-34s is the most important number here. Those are the scary tanks. I mean, the rest is his... He really charges into us with his cavalry brigades non-stop. Like, that's why he loses so many BT-7s and cavalry tanks, because those are... Like, that was what happened here. Yeah, our tanks did some massive attacks here, so that's why we lost this. That we didn't inflicted more casualties on Nyansk is a shame, but his general was clever enough to retreat there, it seems. Yeah. I guess the big picture will really start to clear at the end of 42. Okay, you have 17th Army. You have to go up to the front. 6th Army goes to Fastov as well. First Panzer Group can go to Cherkasy. Can start to move these infantry units around here. It's actually a rather strong division, supposedly. I don't like that being there. But it is what it is. Golubin. These guys east. Let's we push south. Which will overstretch both of our lines, I guess. Mine and his. This tank division coming in next turn. Hungarian cavalry. Okay, supposedly that unit has nothing at all. The Hungarians not too bad. Like the Hungarians way fewer than the Romanians, but actually a quite capable force. So that was not a good action. Let's finish that with the Hungarian motorized. Yeah, that was a good action by the Hungarians. Both anti-tank brigades defeated. That is good. Yeah, these motorized brigades, they don't have many tanks. Only Taldis and Ansaldos, so not too important. And yeah, dealing with anti-tank brigades, obviously better to not to do that with tanks. Don't want to lose too many tanks to those. Over here. This formation can be attacked like that. We move on, okay. Hold here. We want to push along the river. On both sides though, so that he can't create a defensive line on the river. Over here, yeah, he has a defensive line on this river, but that doesn't really matter much if we... Wait, what did I do? Ah, just that. Yeah, what's the defensive value of our units up here that we... Actually weak on the defense and on the offense? What? Certainly not looking good, but... Don't know. Maybe once they dug in his turn, I guess that might look different. Let's see what's over here. Okay, that looks like something we can defeat. Heavy casualties. Once more. Not good. But these guys are relatively well rested now. And relatively well supplied as well. Even overstocked on this one. So Kremenchuk should fall. Yeah. Tank-wise is not so good, but the rest pretty decent. Oh, 7, okay. Oh wow, this tank division is still really capable. If you compare it with the tank divisions in Army Group Center, that's a night and day difference. They held? Really? Pain. Absolute pain. Guess we need to apply more force here. Could potentially flank them out in the north. Let's try to encircle this one. No, okay, no. Okay. I guess no. I guess we're just gonna strike it and push it back. Our casualty rate's really increasing now. Wasn't I just... I shouldn't have said how proud I am of Islamic group. How well they actually... Oh, wow. Oh. I see one major issue there. Oh. Yeah. Mistakes are made. Mistakes were made. This is a headquarter. I could strike this one back at least. Yes! Yes! Smirnov killed in action. And a headquarter unit destroyed. And put in disarray. But that, yeah, in general, not a great turn. Okay. Why was that unit so weak? It was a hell of a lot of units. South. There's more units there, obviously. How strong are they here? And okay. Decent. Cavalries. Yeah, we will need our German units down here, I guess, to break into Kherson. But that's fine. Oh. Wait, what? You can't move further than this? Okay. You all move up there. I mean, Kherson is the entrance to the Crimea, so yeah. Crimea will be annoying as well to enter. But it allows us to put some pressure on him here. And it also allows us to supply, if we capture here, to supply our units up here per ship. Which would be great. Yeah, the lagoon here. Only three hexes really where you can attack Crimea from. So not great. And this was a disaster here. Yeah, we 1 to 4 casualty rates now. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Do I have defensive units here? No. Yeah, didn't really expect that. Doesn't really make sense to have them all the way down here. Can you move you already south? This is a bottleneck where we have to go through if you want to go south. In general, not that many roads here either. Like rails, yes, but no direct roads behind Kherson. So, bit of an annoying terrain to work upon as well. But I feel like that's already it. Now the question is just where do we put... Do we put the Italians on the second army towards Kursk? Or do we put them under the Romanians? towards Sevastopol. Let's say we put them under the Romanians towards Sevastopol. Move them to Odessa per rail. Yeah, I feel like that makes the most sense. I really thought you could put them under Army Group North. Ah, I remembered that wrong. I think I confused it with Strategic Command. World at War. That's rough. Mm. Okay. Mm. You can move all the way here as well per rail. Not the strongest of formations here either. But yeah, like the supply, it's always kind of the question: are these units of the Romanians and the Italians really worth their supply? I mean, the Italians still better than the Romanians, so I guess for them, yes. We also have a new motorized corps, and we have a new division here at Krakow. That division at Krakow actually is part of Army Group North. We said we wanted to send one more division north. We sent this one north. To hold the line around Pskov. Because then we have 5 divisions here. I think that should be enough to hold this. Or 6 divisions if you take this part of first. 4th Panzer Group. This is first corps. Can it be put under first corps? Yes. Yeah, then you'll be put under first corps. The third experience level relatively decent. Doesn't have its Panzerbüchsen. For some reason. That's a shame. Guess we don't have enough Panzerbüchsen anymore. I mean, not like they're super amazing, but yeah. And then we have a motorized 4 here, which I'm not 100% sure what to do with. Really not. I mean, another motorized corps down here is nice and all, but what does it actually help with? I mean, we don't have enough tank divisions at the moment to put them under. We will get more in September. As I guess as we move them down south, we might as well move this unit down south. Like, that's for sure where these 2 new tank divisions gonna go. So, question is, can we just move you forward? Yeah, we just move you forward on foot then. You have the time. We don't need to block. Like, rail is more important than road right now. Yeah, in the rear especially. Hey, Morganal. Yeah, we captured that town relatively early on. Yeah, our enemy is playing a interesting defensive strategy so far, but we now have run in the first couple of roadblocks, like a couple of attacks of not successful attacks down there this turn were rather frustrating. But this pocket here and the Kiev pocket obviously are quite good, and we are still ahead of schedule all around. Like even in Army Group North, we are currently still ahead of schedule. Just don't really want to use that, or we can't use that any further here. And here we're still fine. We're fighting in the annoying areas around here. Yeah, Bryansk has fallen. That's good. Allows us to move towards Orel, which in October is supposed to fall. 3rd of October. Where did they come from? Wait, what? October 3rd? How did they capture? Where did they come from? Ah, down here. They struck from the south. Okay. Just down this line, I guess. Yeah, just down this line towards the realm. Then they captured the rear area afterwards. Interesting. Like, there's not. Is there a road here? Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay, they went down this road. Just directly into. And from Chromie directly into realm, then forward. Yeah, the generation. Yep. Okay, we move this forward. This is fine. Casualties on both sides mounting. 126 tank losses this turn, not good. Not good at all. Gun losses also not great. Like, yeah, this was not a good turn. Next turn might be a good one, though. But with that said, we wanna end it here, guys. Have the supply situation under control. Yeah, we can't do a new supply hub here. We already have one at Villaki Luki. Right? Yes, we already have one at Villaki Luki, which next turn should come into action. There's back here at Itritsa doing a good job. Vitebsk is online as well, so this part of Army Group North should do well. This pocket hopefully can stay closed till next turn. Let's see how it goes. See you next time, guys. Yes.